Who Killed My Father? Written by Maddy Degala. Chapter 2. The Funeral. A flexboard was placed at the left side of the mansion entrance, with context, "In the loving memory of Mr. Raghupathi," along with the best smiling photo and his birth and death dates below. The mansion welcomed all the people with benevolence and portentous towards Karthik's father. Throngs of people include politicians, business tycoons, film stars, and many others from different fields where Raghupathi was associated. Raghupathi's body was wrapped in a white cloth and placed in a freezer box at the center of the mansion hall, facing southward. Cotton plugs were placed near his nostrils. Vibhuti kept on his forehead. Both toes of the right and left legs are kept tied with the belief that it does not allow the departed soul to re-enter the physical body. A garland of flowers was placed around his neck. A lighted oil lamp made of mud was kept by the deceased's head. A traditional wake was being held, mourners watching over their dead. Karthik is still in a posture of no words, stood beside one of the long pillar, staring at his father's face and recollecting all his childhood memories and unperishable moments he had with his father since at the age of 6 years after his mother's death. Everything is recalled in his thoughts. Siri, Rishi, and a few other Karthik friends trying their level best to console their friend. One of the friends, Varun, is with a bandage over his head. Relatives and beloved well-wishers of Karthik's family are honoring the dead Raghupathi with flowers and garlands on the casket and attempting a console to Karthik. Most of the ears and tongues in the wake are murmuring on the death of Raghupathi with best acceptable theories they can. I heard that Raghu was in huge debts, so he committed suicide. His business rivalries maybe murdered him. He drank so much and slipped from the top of his own constructional building. At the end of death wake, the casket is removed and body shifted to a wooden bier, decorated with white cloth, flowers, and every traditional item needed for the last ride. Karthik was in a white dhoti, and a white cloth was put around his neck, carrying a pot of fire to light the funeral pyre. Karthik and bier were then moved to hearse, along with Siri, Rishi, and a few relatives. Others followed them in cars and bikes to the crematorium. Media too followed for their exclusives. The chief mourner carried the last proceedings of cremation, circled the pyre 3 times, walking counter-clockwise, keeping the body on his left. Kata set the pyre on fire. Karthik, Siri, Rishi, and a few of his friends and countable known members stayed there until the body was entirely burned. Rest gathered left as soon as the pyre is lit. Seeing the last particles of his father, Karthik slowly busted his tears out and cried like a child with no one in the world. Siri held the hand of Karthik tightly as much as she could. Dusk followed. Except Karthik, Siri, and his friends, the rest of the assemblage disappeared. Doorbell rang. Siri opened the door. SI, along with his subordinate, Chari, were standing at the entrance. Siri's face changed to fear red at the sight of people's protectors. "Hello, ma'am." The officer took the lead for conversation. Siri, embarrassingly, gave a traditional namaste before inviting them into the mansion. Karthik walked into the hall with a half-asleep face. "I'll bring coffee for you," Siri informed the police duo and made her way to the kitchen, making eye contact with Karthik as an attempt to convey something. But Karthik had given her less than a second. Karthik offered SI to have a seat on the luxurious sofa couch. Siri, with a brisk walk, brought 2 coffee cups and gave it to SI and Chari. The coffee was prepared for her and Karthik. Chari, standing next to him, completed his drink in one sip as if he had to hurry up for something important, while SI is seen in no rush. Siri and Karthik sat opposite to the officer with guessing faces. The officer had a look at the walls. To his left, there is a collection of photo frames from Karthik's childhood to his young age. Photos of his dead parents are at the center. How many are living at this mansion, Mr. Karthik? The lead officer restarted his questionnaire while having a sip of coffee. Earlier, it was me and my father, answered Karthik. Apart from you both. Officer continued next question. Shekhar and a few other servants, replied Karthik. Before the officer was about to ask regarding Shekhar, Karthik continued. Shekhar is our cook. He has been with since mother's death. Is he here now? Officer asked. Siri interfered with the conversation. I want to be with Karthik during this bad phase and take good care of him. His presence doesn't seem necessary, so I asked him to take leave. Officer mocked. Privacy. The action of officer made Karthik angry. Siri held Karthik's hands tightly. Karthik looked towards Siri. Siri gestured with her eyes wide. Officer watching their responses. It's not like that, officer, Karthik was about to detail. Officer got up from the sofa and walked towards a straight window. No need to explain. I can understand. Well, let me come back to you, Mr. Karthik. In our last meeting, I asked 3 questions. You didn't answer yet. Officer is observing the couple through the window mirror during this conversation. On that night, I slept at Siri's house. Karthik answered. Officer smirked. You were with her? In her house? Karthik scowled at the officer. Siri joined the conversation. That evening, I and Karthik went to pub, and he was fully drunk. For safety, I took him to my home. Officer still watching them through the window mirror. Safety swinged his head vertically. Does Mr. Raghupathi know about you two? No, I was about to tell him. Karthik replied quickly. Officer turned towards the lovebirds. What about suicide? I don't think so. Karthik denied. Any suspects? Karthik shook his head. Well, thanks for the coffee and information. Officer ended his questionnaire, placed the coffee cup on a nearby stand, and the police duo walked out of there. Karthik and Siri stood watching them both go. Did anyone kill my dad? Karthik expressed his doubt. Siri looked towards Karthik with fear. Constable and his reporting head are having tea at a tea stall. Sir, do you trust what they said? Chari expressed his doubt. What they said is true, but not completely. They confirmed their visit to pub, but didn't reveal about the fight in the pub. SI answered.
If you like our channel, please click on subscribe button and encourage us to bring more stories for you.